What's up, nerds? We are your hosts. I am Jake.
And I'm Chad.
This week we are sponsored by Ray's Energy Drinks.
We're also sponsored by Baby Craig's Hot Sauce.
This week we will be talking about the first couple of episodes of Sandman, now streaming on Netflix. Go check it
You
out.
good there?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
We'll
good. I
also
should
be...
have. No, I
Oh,
just should have read the notes before we started. So I'm like staring at this screen, like, well, we're good. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the first two or three episodes of Sandman, to kick things off, and then also,
then we'll also be talking about kind of just like a sloot, if you will, of
what a
like
salute.
nerd news, upcoming releases, as well as we're going to talk a little bit about Bullet Train. Not that nerdy of a movie, but fucking great. Wow, is it last episode already? All right.
Keep going. We're good.
So let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd Podcast. Nerd.
Welcome back, nerds, to the All Things Nerd Podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Chadley, how was your week?
My week was fine. Before we start talking about that, though, you brought to my attention, actually, that we lost another iconic actor this week.
Actress.
Well, yes, she is a female. But Olivia Newton-John passed away.
The age of 73. I did not see what the circumstances were behind her death, but
Yeah, maybe by the time this episode airs, that will have been released. But regardless, yeah, very sad.
Some of you may know who that is, and some of you may not. But she is probably most famously known for Grease, the movie Grease with John Travolta. She's also an Emmy Award. Emmy? No. What's the song one?
Grammy
Grammy Award winning singer-songwriter. Yeah. Very talented. And yeah, total bummer.
Yeah, rest in peace, Olivia Newton-John. Well, to change from that somber fact, I mean, my week was pretty chill, didn't do a whole lot. You know, went and saw Bullet Train, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Also started watching Sandman, which we'll talk about later, but I am almost done with the first season already.
Nice.
It's good. We'll get into it. But what about you? How was your week?
Also went and saw Sandman, or Jesus Christ. Also went and
from
saw
your
Bullet
living
Train.
room? Me too.
Went and saw Bullet Train, and have been watching Sandman. Other than that, not a whole lot. Did a little bit of yard work yesterday. Nothing crazy. Yeah.
But you got into golf.
I wouldn't say I got into golf.
You got into golf.
I went golfing.
Yeah, for
One
the first
time.
time ever. And you're like, I like this. I could do this more.
I also had like 7 drinks.
Yeah, we got
While golfing.
Yeah, we got.
No, it was more like 5, and then we had a few before we went golfing.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
It was cool.
We went together, by the way.
If you guys didn't catch that.
We met for lunch, and that's all it was supposed to be. Because we were like, hey, let's meet for lunch and have a couple drinks. And we had a couple drinks, ate some food, and then I was like, this bar is kind of redneck. You want to go somewhere else? And we found like a golf simulator like a couple miles away, and we were like, dope, let's go hit that up. And we went there, and the simulator was down. And we were like, well, should we just try actually golfing? So yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. It's the first time I golfed in 2 years, and obviously we weren't prepared for it. We were in t-shirts and not the right shorts because mine were just like heavy canvas, and
I did hit par on more than one hole for my first time ever golfing.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Which is Yeah.
He beat me on a couple of holes. I won the overall round, but he beat me on a couple very challenging holes, actually, which made me even more mad.
Still haven't tallied it up. It's in my pants pocket upstairs.
You haven't done laundry since then?
Not that load of laundry. I have
Uh,
two spots. I have one in the bedroom and then I have one in the bathroom.
ah.
Right. So one of them's done. The other one's not. Fuck off, dude. Don't judge me. Don't
I'm sorry.
laundry shame me.
I'm sorry. Either way, it was a bunch of fun.
Um,
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, we didn't.
maybe not what?
What?
Just reading your
Oh.
notes.
Well, yeah. I mean, 'cause your birthday's coming up next week, and then
Yeah, I
after
know.
that, you're taking a little vacation.
Not really. It's not a fun vacation.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we won't go into details.
But it's just funny. You're like, maybe? Why not?
No, it says maybe not why. Why in a couple of weeks we will be missing another episode? It's because Jake will be out of town.
Okay.
We're not going to go into details why. It's a personal matter.
Yeah, I'll be out of town on the weekend of the 26th, so we will not have an episode out that week.
Yeah.
But also my birthday is coming up, but we can talk about that next week. Well, I guess. Oh, that by
Your birthday is next week.
next week's episode
Will air on your
would
birthday.
air on my birthday. Cool. We'll fuck around with that later.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Then we'll find out. It's cool. Let's stop wasting everyone's time with this bullshit.
Right.
And get into our first sponsor so we can talk about the actual episode stuff. This week we are sponsored by Ray's Energy Drinks. Fantastic energy drink, pickled habanero and garlic.
You fucker.
0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 crash. So many flavors. They actually just launched a new
Pickled and
limited...
habanero garlic.
No, I wish. Actually, I don't. That'd be disgusting for an energy drink. Not for a hot sauce, though.
No.
If you guys keep listening, you might find out about a hot sauce that sounds like that. No, they just did a like an Arnold Palmer flavored energy drink.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, listen up, learn how to save 15%. We'll be back with you to talk about a whole bunch of nerdy stuff. What's up, nerds? I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Ray's Energy, an incredible energy drink that provides max energy with 0 crash. Ray's Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring a powerful, yet sustained, energetic experience to help you push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, and powered by their Refresh formula technology, Ray's Energy delivers a performance-enhancing energy drink that aids in multiple different categories that include targeted focus, better recovery time, improved clean energy levels, and a boost in stamina and hydration. But most importantly, every can of Ray's Energy has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. So don't settle for an energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, head over to repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com and use the promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout for 15% off your order. Or if you don't know what you want, go ahead and click the link that's in the description to get a $50 sample pack for free. All you do is you cover the cost of shipping. Again, make sure you use promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout to let them know that we sent you.
Hello, friends.
Welcome back, I guess.
Welcome back, friends. We both went and saw, not together, but we did both go and see this movie, Bullet Train, this weekend. And fucking A, this movie is so fucking funny and good and gory and everything I wanted it to be. Let me say that it's not a... If you're looking to go to see like an Oscar-winning movie, this ain't the one.
No.
But it's a lot of fucking fun.
If you want like a deep intellectual story or like... You're not going to get that either. It's... It's a funny John Wick, is what it
Oh,
is.
spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
uh, you know, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Go on. Yeah.
All right, and we're back. Yeah, I mean, the action is awesome and funny. Like even the action sequences are funny.
Yeah.
Like I was dying laughing at this movie. It was so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
directed by David Leitch, who did the first John Wick
Hmm.
and was also part of the Deadpool 1 and 2.
Yeah. Which there's a lot of like really funny, like kind of I want to say callbacks maybe or um
Or like
teaser like
meta references.
yeah to Deadpool, which was really funny.
It was so enjoyable.
Yeah.
Also, fucking everyone is in this movie.
Everyone, fucking Aaron Taylor Johnson, Joey King, just fill in wherever you want. Brad Pitt, obviously, is the main
Karen
character.
Fukuhara from The Boys.
Which was, I love her. I wanted her part to be so much
Yeah.
bigger than they made it. It was so small. It made me
The
so
second I
angry.
saw her, I thought that her character was going to be more.
Well, I want,
Because she's
but
recognizable, you know? Like, you
I
see her.
I also wonder if there was a scheduling issue because before I saw the movie, Nicole pointed out in the trailer that she thought that was Karen, and I looked it up and I was like, "Oh shit, she is in the." So the part where like she's holding like the needle to his neck or whatever, and again, if you haven't seen this, go watch it. Come back, blah blah blah. And she's like, "Do you know what this does?" And she starts explaining what it
That's
does.
Zazie Bates' character, though.
Yes, but in the preview, it's Karen. Nicole is the one who pointed that out to me before we even saw the movie.
No
She's like, "Oh, I think
shit.
that's the girl from the Boys," and I looked it up and I was like, "It is. That is totally Karen." But then in the movie, it's Zazie Beats or Bates or whatever, and who plays Domino in Deadpool 2.
She's
But
also a
in
voice
the
in Invincible.
yeah, but in the movie, it's Zazie. So if you watch the trailer, it is clearly Karen. So I don't know if
Oh.
maybe she was originally supposed to play that part and then bowed out for some reason, and that's why her part was smaller in the movie. But I think she
Oh.
originally, at least in the trailer, that's Karen. So I don't know what
Ooh.
happened there
Yeah.
because before we even saw it, Nicole was like, "Oh, I think that's Kimiko from The Boys," and I was like, "What? No, it's not." And I looked it up because you only see half her face in
Yeah,
that,
and
and
she's in a
Nicole,
blonde wig and
yeah, and Nicole was able to pick it up just from that, and that was weeks ago. And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh shit, she is in that movie. That's her." And then when you actually watch the movie, she's not even in that scene. It's Zazie that's in that scene. So
oh my god,
I
I'm
don't.
gonna have to go
Yeah,
back and watch the trailer.
yeah.
That's
Because it would be
super.
one thing if it you were like, who the hell is that? You know, but
Yeah,
for her to be able to pick who that character was just
yeah.
from half a face and it be the person that was in the movie, but it just yeah. So I don't know what happened, or why she didn't play that part, but I think she originally maybe was supposed to, and this is just speculation because I haven't done any research about it, but I think maybe she was originally supposed to play that part and then something happened, but I don't know.
It could be.
Because
Yeah,
otherwise, her character is kind of pointless.
yeah. I mean, she literally just plays like the anything from the trolley.
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean,
go
her
back to
scene
Harry
is so
Potter, so
small. Yeah, her scene is so small and pointless. I
yeah,
wonder if she was originally supposed to play that full part, and then something happened after. You know, I don't
yeah.
know.
Or if they just filmed it just to throw people off to keep.
That
Because
could be too, but it's not like a secretive movie. Like, why would you? You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
right.
it's not that
No,
kind of
you're
a
totally
movie.
right.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Who? I mean, I know that we've talked about it, but who are your favorite characters?
Oh, fucking Tangerine and Lemon, the best. They're twins.
Yeah,
But
they're
they're not.
adoptive. They're adoptive brothers.
Yeah, they're Aaron Taylor Johnson and what's Do you remember his
Oh,
name off the top of your head? He
something
played
something Henry.
he played Festus in The Eternals.
Uh, Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're brothers in a sense, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a flashback where it shows like they
that's what
actually
Nicole.
are.
I
They're like
peed
a.
during that part.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I did. Yeah. I did.
they're
I bought
adoptive
a
brothers.
$13 beer from the bar on my way in, and I was like, we gotta pee. I
Yeah,
literally jogged.
I did that too. So there's a part that I definitely missed. I don't know what happened, but I like hoofed it.
What part were you at? Maybe I
uh,
could fill this in for you.
hmm?
That's
No.
it.
I don't even. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't very far into the movie. It was maybe like a half hour into the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
Right
yeah, there's a lot of like even Andrew Koji. We talked about Warrior on the show.
Mhm.
He's the main actor in
Yeah.
Warrior. Was in this Joey King, which
Joey King.
has been
Yeah.
popping up very recently. She's in a new movie on Hulu, I think it is, called The Princess. I haven't watched it yet. I like her. I mean, I first
do
found
too.
out about her in Wish I Was Here, which was
I was gonna say I liked
an
her in
indie
the
film.
Zach Braff one. I
Yeah.
just didn't know the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Wish I Was Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are in this. It's very enjoyable.
Trying to, who we got we got possibly one of the coolest cameos. Well, not coolest, but it's
hilarious.
what makes it cool is why it's so cool. Basically, Brad Pitt's character is complaining about another assassin that's supposed to be on this job, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I came in second to that guy. That guy's such a fuck up. Like, why? Blah 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 blah."
He's such a
And
dickhead.
yeah, and then when they show that guy, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
He has 0 lines. They literally show him for like a second. It's like as a car is exploding, and it's Ryan Reynolds, and then like that's the scene. But why it's funny is because in Deadpool 2, Brad Pitt had a very similar cameo where he crashed into some power lines, and you only see him for like a second, and he literally. I wonder if so in Deadpool 2, they only paid Brad Pitt with a cup of coffee. I wonder if Ryan Reynolds did the same thing for this movie. I should look into that. Damn it.
That would have been a fun fact to know leading into this. Now that you're breaking that up, but
Yeah.
still hilarious.
Great cameo. Michael Shannon is also in this. He ends up being like the main bad guy, which you don't really see till the end. I don't. Oh, we gotta look up these names, man. The guy who,
Hiroyuki Sanada.
the guy that's from Logan, right?
The Wolverine.
Oh, the Wolverine. You're right. It is.
Yeah,
the
he was
Wolverine,
in the
yeah.
Wolverine. He also played
Yep.
Scorpion in the latest reboot of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yep.
Logan
Hero-
Learman. He
Who
plays
is he in there?
He plays the drug addict son.
That was Logan Lerman?
Yeah,
no
the one
way.
with the face
I
tattoos
didn't
and
even
everything. Oh, I noticed that right away.
That's crazy. Dude, he's unrecognizable. I did not
Yeah.
know that was him. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Mazi Oka, who plays Hero in the TV show Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just like flipping through this really quickly, trying to be a little incognito, but clearly not.
Hey,
I mean, there's a lot
it's
of
just
like.
it's star-studded. It's hilarious. It's
Oh, it's
bloody.
so
The action is amazing. There are references on top of references to Deadpool. It is just great. Go watch it. Again, if you're expecting to walk out of Titanic and be like, "Oh my god, that movie was so fantastic,"
Cinematic
like-
gold.
you really fucked yourself, because this is just a fun fucking movie, and that's all there is to it.
I mean, it's in the realm of the John Wick film.
Oh shit! Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
Oh my god, Channing Tatum's
Those like
character
the
is
biggest
fucking
like-
hilarious. Well, I mean, you hear Sandra Bullock throughout the film over a
Yeah.
phone, so you know it's her. And then
Yeah.
when you finally see her, you're like, oh look, it paid off. Cool. Like
Yeah.
there's Sandra Bullock. Love her. She's hilarious, and
Yeah.
literally for majority of the film, it's just her voice. Uh huh.
Hmm.
But
Uh-huh.
Channing Tatum is just like a random dude on the train.
I'm just
Mhm.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I should play Pony right now, like in the background.
Um, I think so. I have a theory about this, which I shared with you, is that it was either Netflix or Hulu, I don't remember which, released a movie called The Lost City with starring Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum as the main characters, and Brad Pitt has a small but memorable role in this movie.
I haven't seen
Um,
it yet, so
I,
don't give it away. Just kidding.
it's yeah,
It's
whatever. Anyways, he has, and then in now this movie, which released, just 3 months after that one, uh, now Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum both have small roles in Brad Pitt's movie. I'm curious what the reasoning is behind that, but I am assuming that they were filming the movies at the same time, and they were like, "Hey, you cameoed in our movie. Why don't you guys come over and cameo in this movie?"
it would have made it better if Daniel Radcliffe also had a cameo.
That would have been
I would have
awesome.
lost my shit.
But yeah, no, the cameos, the star-studdedness of this movie is ridiculous. Very fun. Go watch it. We've spent far too long
Way
on
more
this.
time than I thought we were. There's
I
another
knew
movie.
we were going to spend a lot on
Yeah.
this. I knew
There's
we were
a
going
new
to.
movie coming out. Sorry to like bulldoze the transition. Called The Samaritan.
Is it a movie or a TV show? I wasn't sure. I saw the trailer, but
I
I
don't
wasn't
know
sure.
either.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's just a movie.
I'd be happier with it as a movie
I would too.
because
Based
I think
on
a
everything
TV
that
show
you've
would
seen.
drag it out a little too long for
Yeah.
an unknown. But it's a superhero-esque movie about a. It's kind of like Megamind if you think about it. Basically,
Kind of. Oh,
yeah,
I don't
he's like.
know if I like that.
Basically, he's assumed to be dead, old superhero, and comes back.
Played by Sly
Rocky, yeah,
Stallone, Sylvester Stallone.
Rocky
Um,
Stallone.
Rocky stuff. That sounds like a condition that you should talk to your doctor about. But yeah, he's basically a washed-up superhero. It's
I think he's washed up. He's retired.
well, yeah, he basically
He fakes his own
Died.
death. Yeah,
and then
I don't know if
retires.
yeah. But then some fucking nosy ass little punk ass kid
So when you
figures
don't
it
have
out,
kids.
and then he has to come back and come back into things. It's usually how it goes. Fucking kids, man.
Yep.
And in 2 days, or at least from today, today's the 8th, this will release on the 10th. But when this releases, I Am Groot. The mini-series,
Yeah, it's like
of
6
mini
like
episodes.
10, 15-minute long episodes. Something like
Groot.
that. Yeah,
And
just-
I think James Gunn cleared it up that this is between Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. So this is between Groot dying in Guardians. If you haven't seen that, I'm sorry. You fucked up. And then 2.
why
where
are you
he's-
listening to this show at this point in
Yeah.
time?
And then 2 where he's basically a teenager. So this takes place
Well,
in between. those time
In
frames.
Guardians 2, he's still baby size. It's when we get to Infinity War
It's
when he's
the-
a teenager.
Or is it? Yeah, you're right. Yes.
But it can still
But
take
this
place
is in
between
between.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like mini adventures of Groot being his
Yeah.
naive child,
hmm
Groot self.
It's just going to be adorable. That's all it's going
Yeah,
to
it's for kids.
be. Yeah.
You can tell by the commercial or commercial preview, whatever, trailer. It still looks like it's gonna be fun, and
I'm here for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm gonna be so mad if they just release like one a week for this.
I'm
gonna
I
be,
didn't think
like,
about that.
Pissed because it's
Yeah,
like
especially if they're only like 15 minutes
you're gonna
long.
take up 15 minutes of my life once a week for me to watch this adorable thing. No, go full Coco Melon and just release it all. I don't know if Coco Melon did that. I've never watched it. I just know it's for kids.
I don't know what that is.
To think for kids.
Right on. Is
I
it
don't. I've
cocos
never
and
seen it.
melons?
I have no idea. I don't know any details. I just know that that's the name of a kid show that a couple of my friends that have kids have talked about.
Baby Shark. Anyways,
Oh no. Well,
uh,
if you have kids watching that and they caught that, first off, shame on you. Second off, that's it.
yeah.
Uh,
We also, which was supposed to come out on my birthday, but got pushed back a day, which is
Literally a day. What's the point of
annoying.
that?
Yeah, why? Yeah. She-Hulk.
Especially because every single Marvel show has come out on Wednesdays. What? Why? Why,
I don't know.
Kevin? Why?
Why?
But we did not in the trailer. We got teased in the trailer. Just a straight dry hump of Charlie Cox back as Daredevil with his comic accurate red and yellow costume. But I think it was Empire Magazine released, because they tended
Picture.
to do that leading up to the premieres. They kind of get like first dibs.
Mhm.
But it was a full on shot of him with the helmet, where it's like that golden yellow.
We call it in the industry here. We call it the money shot.
Oh, I think you're in a different industry. In like a very niche portion of that, if the face is covered in something yellow.
Yellow? You okay?
It would be like well, I was going golden shower, not like jaundice.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
we were going like cake of some kind.
I'm sorry, Mom.
There it is. We did it.
It's been a while since we've actually
yeah.
like made a scene out of Sorry Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Speaking of Sorry Moms, we have new merch coming out with a new design for the Sorry Moms. You're welcome. Moving on to the biggest dumpster fire in the nerd news that is not Marvel.
Go ahead.
First off, Discovery bought Warner Brothers.
Mhm.
This has been known. It is known. Game of Thrones reference, anyone? And then they separated the DC films from Warner Brothers and created DC Studios, officially announced just last week. And since then, hell has broken loose. Shall we go through them one by one? Should we just rapid fire them and circle back? What do you want to do, Jake?
Well, we can go through them one by one.
Well, the DC Studios president, who is supposed to be their Kevin Feige, lasted a week and then he resigned.
Yeah, he's Kevin Feige now. Bye.
Yeah. DC Studios announced last week. President of DC Studios quit this week.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 claps and a woo? Woo!
The Batgirl movie is canceled. Let me rephrase that. The completely finished Batgirl movie has been canceled. Way in there, champ.
No, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's is it go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I think we're
I was
going to
like-
go on the same.
I'm like way in here as soon as you start talking. I'm like, ah!
What are your opinions? Thanks for that. No, I think we're going to go the same way. They fucked up.
Yeah.
1, it's completely done. 2,
Two,
the demographic.
Go.
Talk about you.
I was gonna say that I think that regardless of the fact that this movie was going to be a pile of shit, just because WB sucks dicks at making movies,
Yeah.
I think that you and I talked about this, and that's why we're on the same page about this. And I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Don't be. Keep going.
It is a female main character who is also Latina. I think this would have been a huge step forward in the right direction for
At least
this.
representation.
Yeah. I mean, I think they would have, even if I'm getting worked up. They fucked up. They fucked up so hard. Like this is such a bad move. Like you already put the money into it, release the movie. You don't know that it's gonna do bad. They did a test screening of it, which didn't do well, but that doesn't mean that actual audience isn't gonna like this
Who
movie,
typically goes to
especially
those test screenings? I don't know, white straight men.
yeah, especially female POC people that are gonna watch this movie or were looking forward to watching this movie because of that factor alone. And then they canceled it, and I assume they're gonna fucking do the dumb shit, reboot, and put probably, like you said, white people in the role. And I just think it was a really bad move.
It was not only was it a bad business move, the movie is done. You already spent the money.
Yeah. Make a little make something back. Plus, Michael Keaton returning as fucking Batman was supposed to be in this. Dude, Michael Keaton played Batman when I was a fucking child, before I was born, I think. When did the original Batman come out?
87 or 89?
I was born in 87. So like that was Batman when I was a kid. And reprising his role as Batman, and then you're gonna scrap that? What the fuck are you doing? Why would you pull the strings to get that man back as Batman just to scrap this movie? You guys are dumb. Dumb. I hate it. And then they fucking killed. They didn't kill, but I was gonna say killed Henry Cavill. He's still alive, guys. Don't worry. But they killed his Superman. Like, just fucking go away. Don't make any more DC movies. Fucking hand it over to somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. Stop trying. You guys suck dicks.
Yeah, and at the entire same time, the Flash movie is still a go. Supposedly, it's 100% because it tested well with the screen tests, which cool. I'm glad.
It looks cool.
It
Yeah.
looks cool. But all the controversy surrounding Ezra Miller right now, it will
Grooming young boys and fighting people in Hawaii, choking women.
yeah, getting arrested 3 times in 2 weeks. Cool, man.
Fuck that dude. I'm not gonna watch that movie at least until I can watch it for free, solely based on him being a fucking douchebag. I'm not putting my money into that. I'm
them.
not giving that guy my money.
Not to be PC, but them. They go by they
Right.
them.
Sorry, I forgot he is. Or
They are.
They
Yeah.
are.
No,
that
you're totally
way.
fine.
Yeah, my bad.
It was a moment of ranting. I get
Yeah.
it, but yeah, they are just the worst.
The worst.
And it's like, if you're still going to put out that movie knowing that you're going to lose a lot of the profit because of the controversy surrounding them,
Hmm.
why not put out another confirmed movie that will get profit
That's
and
already
make
done.
at least break even, solely based on who is in it and the demographic that it's going to pull. It's going to pull in old school Batman
Yeah.
fans for
POC.
Michael Keaton, POC. It's going to bring in women, or just people that just want to see a
And
female lead.
and just nerds like hello. Guys will
Yeah.
watch that shit too.
Batgirl in the comics was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, just the movie's done. If
Yeah.
you don't want to spend extra money on the marketing,
At least
cool.
put it out on like HBO Max or something. Like we still want to see it.
yeah.
Like I want to see it. And
Yeah,
they're like,
you
no, we're
already
scrapping
spent
it.
the money. The movie is
Yeah.
done. Put it out.
Yeah. Really dumb. Really, really dumb. In that same, I mean, we're not done here. WB is fucking up all over the place. They also, well, I'm not too mad about this one, but they also, only because I'm just a diehard Henry Cavill as Superman fan, but they also canceled the standalone Supergirl movie, which would be a branch off of the Flash movie where, oh shit, I forgot her name. The female playing Supergirl,
Oh, I forgot who it
would
was
have
supposed to be.
would have branched off into her own solo movie. They now canceled that movie as well, and fans are also a little freaked out because the reason they canceled Batgirl is because they test screened it and it scored super low with the audience. Again, like Chad said, probably old white men. Um,
Mhm.
but also Black Adam, starring The Rock, Dwayne friggin' Johnson, test screened and it scored just as low as Batgirl, which means that that movie is probably also garbage. Not anyone's fault that worked on the movie or the actors that were in it,
I love
but
Dwayne Johnson. Like,
I
I
just
think
think
he's
that
hilarious.
WB is just sucks dicks at making
They're
movies.
making bad comic movies, which
Hmm.
is also a bummer because Pierce Brosnan was supposed to be Doctor Fate.
Hmm. I mean,
Um,
that movie's still going ahead
it
as of
still
right now.
is. Will, I mean, I hope it's done. Put it out.
Mm.
They've been teasing this
Oh,
for 2 years. We've been talking. We talked about Black Adam like in our first 10 episodes. Like this.
but what does this mean for the future of DC if they're canceling the future movies that were supposed to branch off of these
Oh,
movies?
strong, independent, like female-led films and
Yeah.
movies that are about actual heroes and likable characters, and they're putting all their hedges into no, yeah, all offense. Ezra Miller and anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Is
Stupid.
this fucking Sony?
Yeah. Come on, Morbius. It's
It.
Morbin time.
I was just about to say it's Morbid time. But
Yeah, it's a real bummer
fuck's
because
sakes.
comic book wise, I feel like I maybe have said this out loud on the podcast or not, maybe not, but comic book wise, I thoroughly enjoy DC Comics more than I enjoy Marvel Comics. That doesn't mean I don't like Marvel Comics. I just thought the comics for DC were way better. Um, that has not been represented in film
Yeah.
at all. And it's really a bummer because I lean more towards DC. And so I get really invested and really worked up when I'm like, oh sweet. When Man of Steel like came out, I was so stoked. And the movie was so
It
good.
was
I was like,
good.
it's like they finally nailed it, since the 70s with or 80s or whatever with Christopher
Christopher
Reeve.
Reeves. Yeah.
I'm just like, you guys finally made a good Superman movie. I'm so excited. And then it just like kind of went like the, and then a little, and then
Yeah,
just fucking
Zack Snyder came
tanked.
on. They're like, no, Joss Whedon because he doesn't like women or POC.
Yeah,
Just
it's been a real bummer. Like,
knock it off.
we
Hey,
could,
Warner
I
Brothers,
yeah,
stop
I
it.
could literally argue this for hours, but I won't.
Oh,
But yeah, DC, you suck. Do better, or sell the franchise to somebody who can actually do this because you guys clearly cannot.
and also, if the movie's done, fucking release it.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
yeah. And
Do I
so
have hopes for it? No, because
so
like
do women and people of color who were probably really looking forward to
to,
this movie. You
oh,
dumb
you
fucks.
mean representation? Weird.
They're like this 70-year-old man, group of 70-year-old men watched this movie and they were like, "Nah, I'm not really digging it." Like, fuck off.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah. It was
Thanks, Discovery Channel.
yeah.
What?
If they don't at least release it, I'll really be mad. I'm already really mad.
I'm sure it'll get leaked at some point in time, and I will find it. Until that point in time, we'll be disappointed. Well,
Well, that being said,
oh.
what were you gonna say? Something related to that, or should we go
Yeah,
on
I
the
was going to
sponsor?
say to move on, but
Oh, well, perfect. Mm. We're gonna go into sponsor number two. Sponsor number two. I'm not gonna do it. Don't make me laugh.
you will.
Sponsor number two is Crybaby Craig's hot sauce. It's a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce.
How many
It goes on
calories, sugar, or crash are on it?
goes on practically anything. Shut the fuck up. Uh, it's delicious. I put it on my pizza, my burgers, literally fucking everything. It's so good. Listen up, and we'll tell
Bloody
you more about
Marys,
it.
breakfast, everything.
Yeah.
Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today. Welcome back, everyone. So for the remainder of this episode, we're going to talk about the first 2 or 3 episodes of The Sandman.
See how far we get.
Now on Netflix.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm really enjoying the show.
Yeah. I will, before we go any further, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched any of it, fuck off, come back. What? They know us by now.
You're
We're
so
75
polite.
episodes. We're 75 episodes in. They know us at this point.
We should be further, but we tend to take breaks.
Life
Most times
happens.
for real reasons.
Life happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go. I forgot where I was going with that.
Spoiler alert.
Fuck off and come back. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, stick it out. The first episode is a little slow. It's still intriguing, but it's really slow. But it gets really good after that, I promise.
Yeah. So it starts. So we see Charles Dance, Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones. He's also in like the Underworld films, or in one of the Underworld films until he gets unalived. It was one of the newer ones that wasn't very good.
Oh, I was like, wasn't that Bill Nye? Yeah, but yeah. Anyways,
Not Bill
not
Nye,
the
Bill
science guy.
Nighy.
No, I can't.
But yes, that was him as well.
Okay.
I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, but
See, don't make fun of me so much. I'm like, don't make fun of me. You do it too. Anyways.
Charles Dance is part of a secret organization. Basically, they're trying to capture Death. Because he is so distraught that one of his 2 kids has died, and he hates the one that's still alive because he's not the one that died. Kind of seems like that's the only reason to start.
Yeah.
But so they do a ritualistic spell, and they actually
Very culty.
Yeah, it's very
culty.
like secret society.
Yeah. They have like their mega hats, and they like start chanting.
Yeah. I think that the official chant is "Let's go, Brandon."
Something like that.
No.
And then
If
the
that's
devil
you,
comes up out of the floor.
stop listening.
Yeah.
Please.
Fuck off.
God,
Please fuck
please.
off.
And
Please
don't
fuck off.
don't come back.
Yeah.
Where were we talking?
Chanting.
No, I know. I was joking. I was just because we got a little political, and I'm not ashamed of it.
I just made a joke. You kept going with it. And my joke was very serious.
Yeah,
But,
same.
yeah.
But they capture Lord Morpheus. He is the Lord of the Dreaming, as they refer to the realm of dreams. He oversees nightmares, dreams, all of it.
Yeah. He has either a red pill or a green pill. Blue pill?
Blue pill.
Fuck.
And some people take both.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck?
I wonder now that, and this is way off topic, But I wonder now because in the Matrix,
That
when
could be why his
Morpheus,
code name was Morpheus.
yeah, he offers, do you want reality or do you want the dream that the machines have made for you?
Because reality is kind of like the nightmare.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We get deep here on the All Things Nerd podcast.
That could be why they chose Morpheus as his
Yeah.
name
I
because
never would have thought that until we watched the show. Actually, even watching the show, I didn't think it until we just started talking about it just now. There has been no previous conversation about this until
yeah.
just now. And I was like, oh,
Uh not to sound like a stoner because I mean I'm not sober but I'm not high. Uh whoa.
whoa.
But seriously, I mean that makes a lot of sense
Hmm.
for that. Um but it kind of like goes through Dream. uh Morpheus has been imprisoned for the better part of like
Century,
100 years. Yeah.
century. Two, two lifelines. First, the person who chanted him to that place captured him, lived and died, and then his son that he didn't like then was too afraid to let him out, and then lived and turned old.
Yeah, he didn't quite die, but Morpheus ends up putting him into eternal sleep,
Eternal sleep. I
basically
gotta
until
tell you,
his body
I
dies.
wish I could. If you guys haven't watched this, go watch it, first of all. But also, the guy who plays Morpheus, like, if he read like books for like audio tape, I would listen to this man while I go to sleep.
Which
He's got the most soothing fucking voice in the entire
is
world.
wild because they have an audiobook out on Audible for the Sandman. I mean,
No way.
we saw the exhibit when we were
Yeah.
at Comic Con,
Mhm.
but James McAvoy voices Morpheus.
He's also got a lovely voice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm.
But I this the actor that plays Morpheus. Oh, I should have looked this up prior to.
It's like a real monotone voice, though.
But also very
It's
soothing.
soothing in like
But
the
like it's
yeah.
very deep, like baritone bass
For his
voice.
character, who is not a particularly big person, he has a very deep voice. Yeah,
It's Tom Sturridge
Tom Sturridge.
is the name of the actor that plays
Lock
Morpheus.
them doors and turn them lights down. No, all right,
Is that
keep going.
also a Tom Sturridge? Oh,
No, it's just a country song with the guy who sings a very low.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is that dude's
I
name
thought I was
Sturridge
being funny,
also?
but I got embarrassed immediately after I started singing.
That song is hilarious only because of like all the social media around it.
Yeah.
But it's also like a new artist. Like it's not like a classic country artist. Like that song was released like 2 years ago, which is
Really?
hilarious.
Oh, I didn't know that.
At least the version that with the dude with the super deep voice. Anyways, moving on from that, back to the Sandman. I mean, this after the first episode, which is basically Morpheus in prison throughout a century, like it keeps jumping forward in time. We get introduced to some characters that will come back, like oh my god, what's her name? Uh,
We're good at this.
she steals Morpheus's ruby, his
Oh,
his
shit.
sleeping
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sands, and his helm, which is like very reminiscent. It's like a skull version of what the plague
It really,
face
it
masks
looks
were.
like, to me, it looks like the masks that the Kryptonians wear in Man of Steel.
Yeah, with like the
It's got like
tubing.
yeah, like an elephant trunk kind of. It's like an uncircumcised penis.
Yes. In the character's name is Ethel Cripps that steals the stuff. When she's young, it's played by Neam Walsh, and then later by Jolie Richardson.
Oh, Jolie. Yes.
Yes.
I remember when I looked it up. Yeah, because Nicole thought she was oh fuck me, uh,
I
the girl from Jurassic Park.
yes.
Nicole's like,
That's
is that? And I was like, no, she's older than
it's not
that.
Laura Dern.
Not
That
Laura
was
Dern.
my
Yeah.
first thought, but then she
So
also looked like an older version of now I can't remember her last name. Jodie something that was in the Halloween films. That
Jodie.
like in not Halloween
Oh,
Kills
oh, oh, oh! I
that
know who you're
plays
talking about.
like
She
the
was in
dog.
Jawbreaker. Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter in
Yes,
Halloween.
yes. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I've oh god, what is her name? Oh, yeah, she's in a movie called Jawbreaker. Super fucked up movie, but we'll not get into another movie right now. Have you ever seen Jawbreaker?
No, but Judy
Really?
Greer is who we're thinking of.
Judy Greer, yeah.
Couldn't think of the last name. She's kind of like an in between of Judy Greer and Laura Dern.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Well,
Okay,
sorry about
cool.
that, guys.
This show is very dark, though.
Yeah, dude. I mean, oh, also,
Boyd Holbrook, is that who you're thinking
yes,
of?
thank you,
Yes.
Boyd. I knew his name is Boyd. I just forget his last name. You guys would know him from other nerd films, specifically Logan.
Logan.
He plays the bad guy with the robotic hand from AIM,
He's
or whatever.
also
Yeah.
in something else coming out, like right now.
No. I like him. I would really like him to blow up bigger than he's underrated in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he was just in another movie that just came out with B.J. Novak, Vengeance, and Ashton Kutcher, and all that.
Oh, that's right. I wonder if that was any good. I saw a preview
It
for it.
looks super interesting. I want to go see
I haven't
it.
seen
but
Ashton in anything in a
It's
long
only
time.
a 90
so-
minute long movie, so I don't know if I want to like pay for a ticket. I might wait till it goes to streaming.
Yeah.
Because the last time I paid for a 90-minute movie, that was Venom 2. And
Also, you gotta give Ashton some fucking credit here because he put his acting career on hold to
save
battle,
lives.
battle
trafficking.
human trafficking. Yeah, which is
Yeah, human
amazing.
trafficking,
Yeah.
not just child trafficking.
Yeah, that guy's the shit.
I mean, he's also a certified genius. But
Yeah. Chemical or not chemical? Something engineer.
Mechanical, electrical.
Mechanical engineer from Iowa State.
I don't know. I want to look it up, but we are so far off topic that I
Yep.
shouldn't.
Hi, Sandman. Back to Sandman. Ashton Kutcher does not star in Sandman.
For the fact that this is technically based off of DC Comics or a DC graphic novel,
Mhm.
it is not action filled like you would expect. At least not yet.
Not yet. I mean, I'm only three. You're further in it than I am. I'm only 3 episodes in right now, but
There's some scenes that get pretty wild.
it's more creepy. There's like
It's-
creepy parts
It's
to it that are,
dark. It's
Yeah.
psychological. It's more of a thriller.
yeah,
I'm for it. This is
and it's like
so
visually like pretty stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do meet. I don't know if I want to go that far because you're on.
I'm not that far. I do know what you're gonna say because I saw her in the trailer.
Constantine.
but-
Constantine.
Yeah. Oh no, she's in episode 3.
Yeah, Joanna Constantine.
Yep. I thought you were gonna say Brianna Tarth as Lucifer.
I
Yeah.
think that's the next episode for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
two
a very
Game of Thrones
awesome,
characters.
very awesome episode. When you get to it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's cool because you're dealing with different realms, different dimensions. It's dark, it's creepy. It gets very dark.
Who does the Raven's voice?
Patton Oswalt.
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, I think that's Patton Oswalt, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Matthew,
enough to
the
like
Raven.
throw it out there. But yeah, okay, I thought so.
And
Cool.
Morpheus is super reluctant to like bring him along.
And then he was
his
like,
last,
"Oh, fuck it."
his last
He's like,
Raven was just murdered.
Yeah.
which is why he put Charles Dance's son into an eternal sleep, basically because he couldn't forgive him for killing his
Mm.
last Raven,
Yeah.
which was like his best friend.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, episode three kind of ends on a very like, well, I mean, fuck, we're skipping ahead a lot here, but basically, when he finally gets free from being a captor for or captive
Mm-hmm.
for a century, he goes back home, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Dream
But,
Realm,
but
but it's in
basically,
shambles.
yeah, all of his followers had abandoned him. Um, and he realizes I need to get all my shit together. My helm, my sand, and my ruby. Right? They call it a
Mm-hmm.
ruby or a gem.
They call it a ruby.
Okay, that's what I thought. Which are now after 100 years in different places. They're not
Yeah,
owned by the same person anymore.
they're not
Which
even
is
all on Earth.
yeah. I mean, his helm is in hell, which is
Yeah,
kind of where the third episode kind of leads to. But um, like Chad said, we meet a descendant of John Constantine, um, which if you know DC at all, or even Keanu Reeves as Constantine, the movie Constantine with
oh,
Keanu Reeves and Shia LaBeouf.
oh, that's right. He wasn't that.
Yeah, it was sad. He dies. But
And then
yeah,
they cut the end scene that showed that he didn't. But whatever.
oh right, yeah. On the he like sits on the he's an angel at the end of it.
Yeah,
Getting off topic. We're
yeah.
getting off topic. Focus. I'm trying to.
Anyway, yes.
But yeah, we meet a descendant of John Constantine. Is a female descendant, and also they call her Constantine. So either I'm an idiot and have been saying it wrong for 35 years, or
I
uh,
think that they just pronounce it differently to show that it's a different universe within
okay,
the realm of DC.
okay,
Because in Keanu Reeves' film, it's Constantine. In the
yeah,
animated, it jumps between Constantine or Constantine, depending on
yeah,
kind of what
okay,
timeline they're in. I think that they're just doing that because it's a little bit more of probably more what Neil Gaiman was going for
mm,
with naming the character, but still super cool.
yeah. I mean, the show's really cool. Yeah, I think in episode three, he gets his sand back, and now at the end of episode three, he's going to get his helm, and he's talking to Matthew, which is the Raven, and Matthew's like, "You should let me come with you," and he's like, "No, you can't come with me," and the Raven's like, "Ah, you gotta let me come," and he's like, "All right, fine, maybe you'll be helpful," and he's like, "Where are we going?" And he's like, "We're going to hell," and the Raven's like, uh and he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's go, and he literally says, fuck it, let's go to hell.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, at first he's like, "Wait, hell's real?" Yeah, fuck it, let's go. Because
Mm,
the Ravens in this show are people that have died, and their souls have kind of been repurposed into Ravens to kind of help guide people between realms.
like the crow.
Exactly. Exactly. That's kind of like the point of
Yeah,
legend of that ravens and crows are deceased
if you
people.
haven't seen the crow, go watch the crow, it's awesome.
Yeah, very
Also
good.
sad, Brandon Lee's last movie, he got
Mm.
killed during that movie, but whatever.
R.I.P.
Not whatever, but but that's
Yeah.
not what we're talking about today, so
Regardless, the show is really good. You just have to watch it.
yeah, it's
It's
hard to
it's
explain honestly
it's
without
not
ruining
a
any.
it's not a comic book show.
It's yeah, and it's very
Dark,
there's some pretty
gritty,
graphic.
psychological.
There's some pretty graphic. I mean, you literally watch people just get like pulled apart, which is pretty
Oh
wild.
yeah.
Twice in 3 episodes.
hmm
You see that happen, yeah.
Uh, I'm not going to say anything about plot details. but I think it is episode 5. So the episode 2 episodes from where you are, Jake.
Mm,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
So like 5 is 2 after 3. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm glad
Appreciate
that you
it.
can count. Uh, try to make me feel bad. I'm going to make you feel dumb. Uh,
You
yeah.
can't make me feel dumb.
I'm not going to say it. uh, it gets. There's some very disturbing things that happen in the show, but it's so well done. The cinematography is fantastic.
Oh my God, the
The
visually this
acting
show
is
is amazing. Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. Go watch the show. It's not canon with any current DC
Well, yeah, because it's
things.
on Netflix and DC's going to
Yeah.
hell. So,
Yeah.
like,
So like you can watch this and you don't have to watch anything else to like
yeah,
understand it.
it's separate, but
Like your butt cheeks.
only when I'm farting. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. This show is great. Okay, cool. All right.
uh before before we do before we do anything else, we're going to close out this episode. We love you guys very, very much. Thank you for being a part of this, and I'll hand it over to Chad here.
Yeah, and just like we've been telling you, I mean, if you like what we're doing, we do have a Patreon page. It's just patreon.com/allthingsnerdpodcast. It's a great way to support us. It's a monthly giving. There's different dollar denominations. You get some cool stuff through it. If you don't want to give monthly, we totally get it. We also have our web store at allthingsnerdpodcast.com. Or if money's not your thing, you don't want to give us money, we totally get that as well. I reluctantly give money to us. So does Jake.
I do too.
So
does my girlfriend.
But you can also just give us like a 5-star rating on wherever you listen to the podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube. All those things help. Yeah, and just follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, which we don't do much with. We'll eventually probably have a Twitter just because it seems necessary, unfortunately. All those things, if you follow, like us, subscribe, whatever it might be, share it with your friends. Other than that, I mean, we're just happy to be here. We're happy that you guys listen, and we love you all very much. Anyways, here's to another week down. We love you, and this has been the All Things Nerd Podcast.